Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am responsible for my presence with myself, body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. And as of this time, we have not yet hit the peak of the full moon or the eclipse, but I have to say I was just outside watching the moonrise and holy cow, it is amazing. In fact, if I just do this, I can see this big orange orb in the sky. It was pink though when it was rising. So holy cow, holy moon. So this recording is meant for after the peak of this full moon and eclipse. After the eclipse happens or begins, we enter what I call the eclipse corridor. And this is the time between the eclipses. And what I find is usually the intensity ramps up because any astrological event is almost like an email or a document, being sent to your email inbox, and you gotta open the file and download the file. And that all starts happening. So we're downloading, or maybe we're uploading, downloading. I don't know, words, whatever. We're downloading these lessons. We're uploading our intentions to spirit. That's how it works, right? And the moon is finishing up in Pisces. So as I was sitting with this astro, I really felt strongly that this time, over the next 2 weeks, as we build to our next eclipse on the 2nd, to put into play a daily communication system with God, spirit, source, universe, whatever you want to call the all that is, energy. Talk to God. Pray with God. Bless the energies with God. Lean into that connection with God, source, spirit, universe through this time. A song popped into my head as I was looking at this astro. It's one of those, and it's a newer song. I think it's Jelly Roll. And I think the song is like, I only talk to God when I need a favor. And I think that that's true for a large amount of people. But I think it's bringing our consciousness to the fact that, truly we're always discussing with the universe, talking with the universe, co-creating with the universe. But when you make it intentional, and when you make it more than, please, I want this, but just discussing the unfolding of your life with God, spirit, universe, doors fly open in new ways. So I encourage you, specifically over the next 2 weeks, to work on your relationship with God, spirit, universe. Work on your relating to the unknown, to the invisible, to what is beyond comprehension. And just see what signs and happenings unfold for you. Now, I can't promise it's going to be completely delightful because eclipse corridors, like I said, can bring intensity. But even in surrendering that intensity as part of your lessons and to God, spirit, universe, will support you so much through this time. So, as of this recording, eclipse is coming in about 2 hours. Full moon's coming in about 2 hours. And after that happens, as we enter Wednesday, we have the moon meeting up with Neptune, which is almost at the final degree of Pisces. And this may insert some interesting energies into your dreams. So, if you're somebody who has, signs, messages come through dreams, definitely pay attention to your dreams. We also have Mercury connecting with Saturn in an opposition. And this again feels like spirit trying to get some messages through to us. And this kind of lends me to the second part of where I was going with today's astro energies. I pulled from the Divine Abundance Energetic Clearing, and it says, during crises, but truly anytime, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. But the energetic clearing part really caught my eye because each of us are here as temples for the divine soul, right? For divine soul energy. We are each temples. We are each altars. We are each deserving of cleansing. So whether you use smoke, I have a little incense that I lit back there, but I lit it before I had to go visit the moon, so it's wearing its way down. Through intention of like clearing, with water, with words, with light. There's so many different ways that you can energetically connect into yourself, but recognizing and being responsible for all of you. This includes your energetic field. That's going to be important in moving forward, and just important in your relationship with God. Again, recognizing God in everything, including yourself, right? So keep that in mind in this moving forward as the moon prepares to leave Pisces and move into Aries. Before it shifts, it does connect to Pluto. And again, there's that empowerment lesson. And I think part of empowerment is knowing who you are and knowing that beyond being this physical being that we see and can touch, there are invisible layers of yourself that also benefit from cleansing. Just like a shower benefits your physical body, these things can also benefit the energetic body. So many things. What I'm feeling and hearing is that there's going to be a lot of things that are going to draw your attention between the election process and everything, all the shenanigans going on with that, the news about P. Diddy and all the shenanigans about that, and so many other things that are going to be unfolding in this time. Please don't let that be more important than your connection with God, Spirit, Universe. Please let that be a true and solid commitment to yourself in and through this. My feeling is these eclipses together in Pisces and Libra is about revamping the relationship that we have with God, Spirit, Universe. So keep that in mind. Like, leaning into that will support you so much in and through these times. Moon moving into Aries, 2:24 a.m., brings attention to who we are. So we're going to move into that Aries energy, bring a little fire. Although the first connection that the moon in Aries is having is with Mars, in a square to Mars. This eclipse season is definitely going to serve emotions on a platter. And so this may drive some up. With the moon in Aries, we may be fast to react. Moon in Cancer, we're probably protecting something that we feel is needing protection. Vulnerable, there we go. Vulnerable within us. So watch for that. That's going to be coming in the afternoon. But again, energy and time is a weird thing. So watch for that. We're also building to a connection with Saturn between, Uranus, with the Sun and Uranus, and that's going to be on Thursday, but we're going to be feeling that as well. And so our triggers are going to be much closer to the surface. So watch for these energies as we start rolling along in this eclipse corridor. Top of the cards that I have is the mind. So, with Sun in Virgo, our mind is very active. We're wrapping this up. Is your mind supporting your best self? Or is your mind undermining yourself? It's really up to you to be aware of that. We have the past lives card again. This is the moon card. There is unknown stuff that is coming up. And my feeling is you don't really have to think about it so much, but be present for what is showing up for you in this time. It is time to let go of some of this stuff that maybe we valued once upon a time, but no longer serves our highest selves. Comparison card. I think there's going to be a lot to compare over this time. I think... How do I say this? I think these times are showing us where our values are, truly. And hopefully your value is in knowing yourself, being yourself, showing up for that self, aligning with God's spirit universe, aligning with love. And I think that there's going to be others who don't align in those ways, and that's okay. We're all, unfolding in different ways, but don't compare you with them, and where they're at. It's really easy to look happy and good and you've all got it figured out in a moment, but truly we're all kind of hamster wheeling it a little bit at this time. So just be aware of that. And speaking of that, nurturing. It's going to be so important to nurture yourself in and through these energies. This is the creativity card, so it can, Moon and Aries, fiery energy can spur that creativity, but this is also the Empress, which is a call to nurture and mother the self. And I'm going to say this eclipse corridor, I think, is going to bring some intensity. Outside, inside, all around. So doubling into self-care and leaning into God is going to be so supportive at this time. And again, utilizing that energetic clearing, whatever it is for you. It's different for all of us, and that's okay. Even sometimes it's just running like a selenite wand over your field and being like, whew, okay. So, that's it for today. You can book a reading as part of your support plan in and through these energies. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. And the better it gets, the better it gets. I think I got a thumbs up. Did I get a thumbs up again? I think I did. What is this? Oh my gosh. If I could learn how to use these things, I would be so excited. But thank you. Thank you, technology, for giving me fireworks. I must have done good today. So, hooray. Besides all this shenanigans, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.